All right. Okay, we are back again. Tell me if the audio is working this time around. This is the second time getting this video off the ground. Oh, yeah. Okay, the sabotage is now fixed. We are in full effect. Woo! Like I was saying, it looks like I'm finna win the 2,500 bucks. That's good. Don't forget to hit the like button. I can't believe they pulled the audio play again. But nothing surprises me at this point. This is what they do. Now, we all know how huge Stephen A is in the sports world. We know how he's the highest paid $12 million man, and there's not a person that don't know him. There's not a person that don't know him. Now, if you look at the spectrum from when he first came in, you would think he's this guy that was making doo-doo-dumb dollars, breaking the bank, right? Everybody remember he interviewed Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, had his own talk show. He thought he was bigger than life. He was rolling. He was on ESPN. But early on, the same things that plagued him started early when he was working at the newspaper in Philadelphia. When he was working at the newspaper in Philadelphia, you know what they did? Hey, what's up? I see you. You know what they did? You know the move they pulled? They pulled that old, well, we saw Cino doing this and that, and they saw Stephen A. Smith name in there, and they got real mad about that bet. Oh, they just gave me my money. That's all. That's what I like to see. But here's the situation. They saw me making all this noise about the Roz Gold situation and brought that up, and it just blew everything out of proportion. Blew it completely out the water. Now, looking into this, what they would call the synagogue, the circle of what everybody else is saying. You're looking at Stephen A. Smith and you're saying to yourself, man, this is weird. How this guy, Stephen A., is been doing and getting away with all the things he's been doing. But back in Philly, he was using the same tactics. And because he was using these tactics, he ended up getting demoted when he was working for the Philadelphia Inquirer. They took his column away and they made him go back down to just being a reporter while he was on vacation. They told him they was making these changes. It pissed him off. I mean, it would piss anybody off, right? You get your job snatched from under you while you in the middle, like while you on vacation, you finding out you basically finna take a pay cut when you come back to work. So at that time, he was like, I'm gonna give you my decision when I return. Huh, I'm not really convinced y'all got my best interests at stake. I'll make up my mind if I'm returning when I come back. So while he was on vacation, he was networking to try to see where could he go. So he's on ESPN, right? Oh, the Lakers breakdown, that'll be coming probably tomorrow morning. I'm gonna let everybody fester into that. I just won 2,500. I feel great. But on that other sheet, yeah, I lost the Lakers bet. But like I told you, that's why I bet the Lakers. If I lose on the Lakers, I'm okay because I'm cool with the Lakers losing. So if I win, if they win, the Lakers win, I get paid. So I'm cool with that. But if they lose, I get even a greater reward. It's a win-win for Cena. Love it when they play. Now, no, Melo got destroyed on defense, but Melo is injured and been sitting out for like 2-3 games, and you bring him back, and believe me, wait till you see my breakdown because I break down the whole game. And now we're gonna get in. We're gonna do into all that when I do the breakdown. Now let's get to this. Now Stephen A. has made a living bashing black athletes. That's real talk. He's made a living bashing black athletes. Unprovoked. That is what he wants to do. All right, BR. I should have put the one on there today, but y'all would have lost that one. No, this was a collapse. This wasn't a loss. The Lakers didn't lose this. They collapsed. And wow. This was a game they had under control, and they let careless LeVert do them in, and the defensive collapses was incredible. I was sitting here watching the collapse, and oh my God. My buddy is going to have a heart attack after watching this. Now, let's get to this. Stephen A. Smith thought he was bigger than ESPN. Got real boisterous. Went into contract negotiations, and they said basically, we don't want you back. You're done. So that was it. It was over for him in ESPN. Contract negotiations was off. He had lost his job. And he thought he was more valuable to ESPN. And the offer that they gave him, he didn't like. He turned that down, thought they were going to go back to the negotiating table. He was wrong. They was like, bye-bye. Replace you with another one. So when Stephen A. was out there in the cold, then he began to realize, I messed up. And a lot of y'all didn't know he went to work for MSNBC, like on the ground up. Everybody in the black community looked up at Stephen A. like he was a winner. He was the man. But in reality, Stephen A. was a shell of himself. Stephen A. was scared to death because he had lost his confidence. He's not even doing sports no more. He's talking about Michael Jackson, death, and speaking on everything else. Barack Obama got in the office. He's talking politics. He was on there trying to be serious as a journalist and working at a cubicle.
Stephen A. back when we were both at MSNBC, and I knew of the legend of Stephen A. Smith, but the guy I met at that time, you were in this uncertain space.
Yeah, the ESPN let me go. We had a contract dispute. I obviously thought I was worth more than they thought I was worth at that particular moment in time, and I didn't do enough of my homework, and you know, I felt like I was worthy of more than they were offering me. And so,
but the bottom line, you've been let go.
I was let go, and I was unemployed.
Right. And that's when I met.
That's when you met.
So when he walked into, we all had little cubicles, and Stephen A. walked in. First, I thought, is he doing politics now? Right. But I have to be honest, and I never shared this with you. I didn't see that legendary swagger.
Right.
And I thought it was gone.
It was gone. I was humbled beyond belief. I was questioning myself in a lot of different areas because I knew that I came up in sports, and I knew that I knew what I was doing. And to be let go under those circumstances and to not have anybody in the sports world pursue you at all. I didn't have any job.
So everything. So you are called one of the greatest people. You had fans, both athletes and outside. Yep. People were giving you exclusives. And then when you went in to negotiate the contract, that blew up. Didn't go the way you thought.
That's right.
And nobody called you.
And nobody called me.
Nobody called him. Now let's go back on that. Nobody called Stephen A. Smith. You know why? And this is getting into the reasons why he does this. Stephen A. Smith felt bitter, like they owed him something. When he was getting those exclusives, he's thinking he's doing the athlete the favor, rather than they're doing him the favor. Now, he made a whole living trashing athletes. But here he is being what he's always been. And this is why he's a kiss the ring type of guy now, which he preached again on here. But listen to the key part here.
Nobody. A decade ago, I was completely unemployed, living off of my savings, literally living off of my savings. And I had just become a father, so I was wondering what on earth was going to happen in my life, my career, whatever. But then my sisters and
living off of his savings. Living off of his savings. But no one came to check for him. He thought he was going to have all this support and everybody reaching out to him. When he lost his job at ESPN, nobody cared. Nobody reached out. He thought he was going to get the athlete support. He thought they were like, what do you want us to do? We play sports. We don't play politics. So when he went back in, he had no problem going in on any athlete. He turned on Allen Iverson. He turned on everybody. But what got him through the door? What got him back on ESPN? Kwame Brown. Skip Bayless had cold pizza, and it turned into the First Take, and he thought Stephen A. Smith, who they really literally still had under contract, they just said they sent him home. Like his thing was over with. He wanted him back as a guest. He kept bringing him back as a guest analyst. He was unemployed. He was coming back as a guest. So he was doing basically freelance work on First Take when they would call Stephen A. in. The famous clip you see of Jalen Rose and Skip Bayless, and they get into that heated debate, and Stephen A. calls in and gets on the show, and they go back and forth. Stephen A. Smith was not working for ESPN. He was freelance. That's the interview that got him back into ESPN. When they saw those numbers from that show, that episode, that they was talking about Kwame Brown and Jalen Rose was checking Skip on that, that went through the roof. And that helped Stephen A. Smith get signed back on to First Take. They decided to listen to Skip. Yeah, this dynamic works. We like Stephen A. the way he is and the way he's going in. Oh, he's great on this show. And they brought him in and they hired him, and then he's sitting in the studio now with Skip Bayless. So Kwame Brown is responsible because the whole topic was about them really talking about athletes such as Kwame Brown and how Skip and all the rest of these guys were going in on him. And Jalen was like, you guys need to start showing more respect to these athletes, these professional athletes. And then Kwame Brown was used as the example. So it was Kwame Brown that really got Stephen A. back in there. Stephen A. just confirmed himself. He was living off his savings, literally. He had lost everything. So he was at square zero. This is why he was going back speaking at those colleges and pushing that narrative and riding the wave, because that was the wave that got him popular. So he kept riding the Kwame Brown train, going to universities because he was broke. He needed the money. They were paying him for appearances. Casino misses nothing. When he stunted in Philly, the newspaper snatched his column from him. and they told him, you're going to be a regular beat reporter. Of course I know everything. I know when they told him that he couldn't be on television because he never could close his mouth. He had to go get training to learn how to close his mouth to be on television. He always used to keep his mouth open. His lip was hanging to the floor every time. He naturally was doing it 24 hours a day. I know it all. He had to go through training to get you to close your mouth. Now we know why you was at them colleges, boy. Now I told you. Now I done told you. Now I'm gonna jump up and down on your head like a trampoline, boy. Well, no, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. He needed to do that. Stephen A. Smith needed to go in the route that he was. Yeah, hit the like button up. Definitely hit the like button up. Hmm. But you got to look at this. He figured it out what the bosses wanted from him. Once he figured out what the bosses wanted from him, then it was easy for him to run his manipulation scheme. So he said, "Oh, this is what they want from me. So now I can go ahead and I know what to do now." He had to learn the game, in which he came back again and reiterated, my mentality is always think about how much money could I make my boss and how can I make. He's preaching that to African Americans so they can always have that attitude going into the life, thinking, how can I make my boss's money and how can I get a piece of it? That tells your boss, he thinks that's a good thing. Like that's telling the boss, this man's willing to work and he's here for the team. No, what that tells the boss is, this is the kind of guy I need. A guy that's gonna break his back for me. And when his back is broken, I can grab another one just like him. I like that guy. That guy is gonna be in charge of all the other people that come through the door. And he will be grateful for that position. Meanwhile, he can sit up, read his paper. Take care of it for me. Make sure my money's still coming in. He go, yes, sir. I got you, boss. The rest of you, y'all fall in line right now. Now the boss here, he ain't happy. And we got to keep him happy. We got to make him as much money as possible. Then we going to figure out how we going to get some of it later. But we got to get the boss his money. You must be a damn fool. Then he up there. Thank God for the vaccine shot. It saved my life. Oh my. This dude is just supposed to be intelligent, right? And a lot of people mistake the ability to speak with intelligence. There's a lot of people down south that had an 8th grade education and was a lot smarter than all these Ivy League people that went to all these prestigious colleges, magnet schools, and they got much common sense and knowledge in their brains than these people can. These people can even muster. And that's because we lose track of the ability to pronunciate and put words in their proper place, and we mistake that for intelligence. Then they put the same type of people in place. D.L. Hughley, Stephen A., Chris Rock. It's like, when you land at one that we trust, we'll let you know. They both were on the vacation. Well, you got to look at it like this. What were they going to get out of it? Hmm? What were they going to get out of bringing him in there together? Let me show you something. You've seen this picture 1,000 times. Stephen A. hates this picture, but they keep blowing it up and bringing it to his attention. Hold on. You see that? You've seen that picture 1,000 times, right? And what do you see? A man who can't close his mouth, right? He didn't know how to keep his mouth closed. That man did not know how to close his mouth. He hates to see it because of that. See? That's back in his modern days. Looking like cow. Turbid. Statue. Could never close his mouth. So he needed media training to be on the camera. And it's nothing wrong that he got media training to be on the camera. That's fine. But see, it's always the people that do all the talking. They can't take it when the talking comes back at them. They got thin skin. Those are glass house people. Mm. Oh, I lost both Laker bets. That's cool. I've been having a very good week. show my buddy here. Ooh, might be time to hit the shake and bake it tonight. Oh, people gonna be mad tonight. Yeah, you see Fogle pull Russ out the game. Woo! Gonna be a lot of talk tonight. This is why I ain't make the Laker video. It's gonna be a lot of people mad tonight. Melo just blew this game. Y'all don't even know that. Melo was blowing this game. But it ain't his fault. He ain't ready. Melo just came back, and you got him out there. God, he was getting cooked. Oh man, like they were looking for Melo. They came down the court like, where is Melo? Oh, Melo again? Bop, bop. Wait till y'all see my breakdown. I saw it all coming when that happened. I said, oh no, Melo getting taken to school. Y'all didn't even see that. Y'all didn't even see Melo was getting exposed. It was looking real bad for him. Oh, they've been doing a whole lot of sabotage to my channel. I mean, this has been all Stephen A. I already know where it's coming from. The whole thing about Molly's situation and the Rose thing, yeah, the Ross Gold thing, that thing has been taken off and going to places to people I didn't even know they knew about. But look at where he's at now than where he was just 10 years ago. 10 years ago, he was begging to get a job. I told you that. Begging to get a job. Look at him now. Oh, yeah. Subscribe to the page if you're new. Don't forget to subscribe to Welcome to HD TV. 2 eyes, though, at the TV. Subscribe to his page so that he can get to 1,000. I think he's like 2 subscribers away from 1,000. Well, the Pacers have a shot because they got Malcolm Brogdon. But what really put the game away was the speed of the game. The Pacers score a lot of points. The game started real fast, but we're going to get to the whole breakdown early. The Lakers is playing at a fast pace early because the Pacers, that's them, the Pacers. They run. That's why I bet the over tonight. I was like, man, there's no way they can't hit the over. Even though I know the Lakers struggle to score points, I was like, the Pacers play so fast, the Lakers they could be able to keep up. Plus, this the new Lakers. You see them that last game against the Jazz, they was nah, this one guy came in here said that Mr. Skinny said something about me. He said that in the last live stream. The one that got shut down because the audio was messed up. Oh. Ugh. I won money tonight, so I feel good. You don't even got to donate to the Cash App tonight. I'm covered. I'm covered for tonight. So you don't have to. You can save your money, but you can hit the like button. Like button free. Save your money tonight. No, I mean, I'm not worried about it. I don't know if he said it or not. You know, people will be trolls. You know, they can come in. Because I'm like, why would Mr. Skinny have something bad to say about me? The only thing I said is I wasn't in something. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with whatever that was. So the person could just be lying. Yeah, April, I've been back. I know they didn't send you a notification, but yeah, I've been back. You're right about that. He figured out the game. Master likes Aaron Rodgers. Master like Matthew Stafford. Lamar Jackson, we got to bash him. That's a black man that's running with the ball. Cam Newton, got to bash him. Black man who can pass and running with the ball. Kyrie Irving thinks for himself. That's dangerous. That is dangerous. Anybody with an original thought plan that don't follow the script, that's just not good. So each year, his strategy is let me find my new Kwame Brown. That's how Stephen A. Smith makes it. He got to find a Kwame Brown situation that he could just exploit over and over and over again. Kevin Durant. Oh, he loved Kevin Durant. Even had Kevin Durant mama had to come on the show and chastise you for what you was doing with her son every year for no reason. Then after you did that, you went right back to talking about her son. Didn't have that same attitude for Johnny Manziel. Manziel was kicked off the team, and Manziel they said we can't even state why we let him go. They didn't even tell the word. I don't know. Holy, whoa. I never saw that before in life. Paulie is there with a dime. Damn, Paulie there with a dime. I never saw that in Rocky a day in my life. I seen the movie Rocky a million times. Paulie was there with a dime. Paulie got a bag. Paulie was up there, got paid. And he came out there and got his chick jeweled up, everything. Paulie was styling. Paulie had came up. So, man, this is very telling. Once he kicked Adrian out, a lot of people missed out on that part. He didn't get married because his sister, Adrian, couldn't live alone. She had an anxiety problem. where she couldn't live alone. So he took care of his sister, and his girlfriend that he was supposed to marry at the time ended up leaving him. So Adrian felt indebted to Paulie, and she took care of him. You know, she's basically the housewife while he went out and got drunk. This is why Paulie was miserable. But now I see in this scene, right before the fight, they got him all zooted up. And he had a bad one on his arm. You go, Paulie. Oh man. Now they just approved another video that they said was not right. Told me the time in which the video wasn't right. And this is a Kwame Brown video I did. They just sent the email, you just heard the beep. So I'm getting it as you're seeing it right now. They apologize. Sorry for the inconvenience. I hope all is well. I got an update from our internal team, and your video is now approved for full monetization. We apologize for the inconvenience that this has caused. Please let me know if you have any other questions. Now, yeah, they be tripping. And the thing is that what people do is they expose themselves because YouTube is not doing this. Somebody's provoking YouTube to go ahead and do this. Oh, April. You say Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, Matthew Stafford, LeBron, yep, Bass, Jalen Hurts, Lamar, KD, Kyrie, any other black quarterback. That is true. That is true. I've never seen him really take a stance on his own principle or merit. I think every stance he takes is what the company wants. That's the way I look at it. It's a damn shame that people are looking at it and black folks think Max Kellerman was more blacker than him. People's like, man, Max Kellerman seemed more blacker than you, Stephen A. Every time they brought that to the table, I mean, it was brought many different times, and Stephen A's tired of hearing it. And that's why he wanted Max out. He wanted Max out of there. Couldn't have Max coming. It was brought up on the show too. Max even brought it up on the show in a slick, subtle way. Mike Jones, Kwame Brown spoke about that Breonna Taylor thing a million times. You're the type of people that causes problems for no reason. I don't know what Mr. Skinny said or if he said anything at all. You guys just like to cause confusion. Nothing we were talking about had anything to do with Mr. Skinny or anything else. We were talking about Stephen A. My nose is beautiful. It's the nose of kings and queens before it. I don't pay any attention to it, April. I understand the internet game. Most of these dudes, they're trolling, trying to make it appear to be something that really isn't. To try to create some type of beef and friction and all this stuff. This is what they do. Look at Gil. Gil now back talking again about Kwame. I saw it, I just laughed. And I just like, ha, and just walked off. Gil's looking for attention. Like I told you, he want to get whatever he got going with Fubu TV. He need that going. So he want to get the fire back lit with Kwame Brown. That's it. My mortgage was paid off with Kwame Brown. I made a lot of money at that point in time. Like back in May, June, July. I mean, but that stuff, like that ran its course. Like that's only for a month or two. Then later, like what about now? Right? There's other people out there making way more money than because they all they do is post Kwame Brown. I talk about other things, and they just post nothing but Kwame Brown. Like they whole title of their thing is Kwame Brown. Like Kwame Brown's favorite girl. You know, that's the name of their page, and they just taking all Kwame Brown quotes. Their whole pages is built off of it. So they're making way more hits than I do. It's very rare that I even post a Kwame Brown video because right now it's just super saturated. Uncle Frank just took somebody out. Killer tap. I guess he had to tap out. Yeah, okay. Damn, Frank a trigger man. He done got somebody else. Uncle Frank in his zone. Somebody named Hustle Man got it. Man, y'all better stay out the way. Uncle Frank ain't playing. Uncle Frank is like, I got him. I got him. I got him. Frank ain't missing out here. No, I didn't watch the Bulls game tonight. But I heard they came back and won. And cost me money. And they was thinking it's because of Caruso came back today. What's up, Sir Hibbler? The Knicks winning tomorrow? I don't know about that. Taquan, what's up? I see you. Buccaneers for the win. They favored by 3. They should be favored. Yeah, they should be. I'm a little tired. I feel like I got some good sleep. I spoke about that on Rope-A-Dope Radio today. The Rope-A-Dope Radio boxing show. We talked about Stevenson and Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez. Oh, I like Cincinnati. I think they're going to give it to Cincinnati. I think they want to push Joe Burrows, so I would bet Joe Burrows. $100%. I got KC going over the Bills. Bills get beat again. I think the league want to see the rematch of Brady versus Mahomes. Mm-hmm. Brother lose the lawsuit. It all depends. I don't know how he's gonna have it structured, but oh, tap dancing Tim Bradley. If there's racism, I ain't seen any. Like nobody was talking about you, bruh. How you gonna speak what another man is experiencing? And you realize that they were using you? That's why I stayed out of it. All right. Bills all the way. I told you I want them to go just so they can lose the Super Bowl. So we can have that. Boy, I love losing Super Bowls all over again. Oh, Scully. Oh man, they got the Ray Donovan movie on. I'm about to check this out. Oh, Scully out of there. Scully out of there. Sully, I knew Sully was gonna pull a boo. I knew he was gonna pull a boo. He can't help but be slimy. In every movie he's ever done, he's been slimy. That was funny. Kwame Brown fired. Kwame said you fired. That's funny. Kwame said you fired. Man, that's funny. But this is hilarious. What's up, D-Wayne? I'm obsessed with LeBron James has been hit. Frank is going off. What is going on here? I don't know. Frank ain't taking no shorts today. Tasha K and Cardi B. Oh, they got the what's his name? The hobo following them around. He been covering that. And he like every day he got like 25 video. He's standing out in the parking lot with a phone. Listen to the lead attorney. I mean, at least he's somebody credible than the hobo in the doggone parking lot with a phone. Yo, Tasha K. Yo, Tasha, can we get a couple words? Can you say something to the winos? Tasha K. Back your broke bum self up. Can you back up? Oh, yes, I'm sorry. He said, I won't let them cause trouble. That's the problem. That's right. Who was that? Choke the joke. That's him. Choke the joke. He out there. Tasha K. Hi, do you have any comments? Oh, God. I didn't get any money, though. How did y'all get paid? I was the cameraman. That's funny. I could make one video and probably get paid off of it. I'll be like, wait a minute, that's my footage. How did he get paid off that? Y'all paid him? I didn't get any money, though. I should just use your footage and get paid off of it. Joke the joke. Joke the joke. I don't know. 1 minute he's R. Kelly's pen pal. I got another letter from my buddy R. Kelly. Hold your head, Choke. You're the greatest in the world. one day you're gonna be just like me. Damn, Mike Jones didn't make it, huh? Man, Uncle Frank is rolling rocks tonight. What is going on? See, that's the thing about racism. You have to be able to prove it. Everything that you're claiming on the basis of race would have to be claimed with evidence. So you got to have evidence that you were hurt either physically or whatever you're claiming. Was it monetarily you were damaged or emotionally? You got to be able to prove all these things was done based on race. That's why it's hard to prove that in the court of law to get monetary gain. Now, the things that he's claiming he's owed through the contract, that's a legal signed documentation that they owed him. Like he claimed that they owed him $900,000 bonus if they didn't get the Errol Spence fight. They didn't get the Spence fight, so he should be owed that $900,000. He claims that another fight he was supposed to get in his contract, he only got one fight. He's supposed to get two, so that's another like $4.5 million that he's missing out on. So that should about cover it. Word on the streets that me and Kwame ain't got no problem. Because if Kwame had a problem with me, he would have called me. And if I had a problem with Kwame, I would have called him. Frank done hit another one up. Frank done got somebody quick. I ain't even seen this dude come in here, and Frank done already took him out. They going to be targeting Uncle Frank. They going to be coming in looking for Uncle Frank. Where's Uncle Frank at? They right now talking to the rest of their spam bots. Spam bots, what? I got jumped. By who? By a little nigga named Uncle Frank. Where he at? He in the chat. He's the moderator. He just in there taking me down. I ain't even say nothing. They bored. They ain't got nothing else to hold on to. So they out here suffering. Go get her. Go get her. Go get her. Yeah. Go get her is a Chicago word. That's from Chicago. The go-getters was normally the gangster disciples. They was the go-getters. But yeah, he's a go-getter. That's a Chicago word. You said I was wrong. The internet solved the Young Dolph case. Are you sure about that? Thank you, go-getter. I used to hate that Young Jeezy song. I used to play that all the time. Nah, never was a savage. It's time to hit the streets. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all want to hear about what happened with Stephen A? Y'all gonna have to rewind. Yeah, got to go back in the rewind.